Hi, I'm Clara from Holy Heroes, and I'm hopping on here to talk about spiritual journaling. If Lent crept up on you or you aren't sure what you want to do for Lent now that it's already begun, this is a great practice to begin for this Lent. So this is our spiritual journal. It's a little notebook, spiral bound. You can put your name on it, you can put your start date, and then your end date once you finish it. And let me show you what's inside and why you should start this Lent. So when you flip it open, you're going to find several prayers right inside, prayers for nighttime, a daily examine, and a really handy place for you to keep your prayer list, who you're praying for, why you're praying for them. You can even know perhaps when that prayer is answered. So a really great way when someone asks you to pray for them for you to actually remember. You can put it in your spiritual journal. The other great thing about this is it has tear out sheets for confession. So you can use this to examine your conscience and to write down what you want to confess. On the back side, it has the steps for confession and the act of contrition. You just tear this out, go into confession, confess those sins that you've written down, and then when you're done, you can just rip it up and throw away that tear out sheet. But really the meat of this spiritual journal are just pages where you can date them, so you don't have to worry about missing a day. This is not dated. Even if you miss a couple days, you can pick it right back up, date the next page, and keep going. And all of this room for journaling. Now you're probably thinking, how do I journal? Let me show you. If you flip to the back, we have these prayer prompts that are themed by liturgical season. So let's look at the Lent one here. These have morning prompts on the front, and these ones go in 3 categories: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. And for each of these categories, there's a Bible verse and a few questions. So every morning you can just pick one to think about for the day. So here's one on prayer. How will I open myself to the aid of the angels today? So you can think about that in the morning and then journal about it in your space in your spiritual journal right here. Journal your answer to that question, and then that will help you focus your day. Then in the evening, you take your prayer prompt, you flip it over, and here are the prompts for the evening. They go in a couple different categories: what you're thankful for, understanding, an examination of what you did that day. Again, you just pick one of them really quickly for a few minutes, jot down in your journal your reflections from the day. Then at the bottom, you can mark if you went to Mass, if you went to confession using one of your tear out sheets. If you didn't go to confession, you can also mark how many days since your last confession. This is a really handy way to keep track of how many days it's been and kind of a reminder that you should go again. And then you can just use this, for days. There are days and days and days of journaling pages that you can use. If you last throughout all of Lent, then these prayer prompts, we also have some for Easter, morning and evening, ordinary time, and then Advent and Christmas, if you last all the way till Advent and Christmas with just one journal. Don't worry, we have plenty more, so if you use this up, you can go ahead and buy another one so you can continue out the rest of the year, or you can even use bulk discounts to just buy a whole stack of these for yourself, your kids, anyone you think who could use them. We have a lot of people who buy these as First Communion gifts because this is a really great way to have kids start understanding the importance of spiritual journaling, of keeping up your spiritual life, of having a place where you keep your reflections and your conversations with God. So these are our Holy Hero spiritual journals. They come with these prayer prompts in the back. These are beautiful. If you already have a spiritual journal, perhaps you're an adult who has kept a spiritual journal for years, you can get just these prayer prompts with our prayer prompt pack, which will also be linked below, so that you can put these in the back of your existing journal and just use the morning and evening prompts in relation to the liturgical season that we're in. So this is Lent. We have it for Easter, Advent and Christmas, and ordinary time. They are right in the back of this spiritual journal. There's a handy pocket where you can keep these and any other prayer cards you have. And you can find this at holyheroes.com. Have a great Lent.